welcome back. This is a story time, but also kind of a life update. I have just recently moved out of my aunt and uncle's house. The reason I moved out is because, well, one, my aunt was kicking me out, and two, it was also just time. My aunt and I have never really had a good relationship, honestly. We have always butted heads and just not gotten along very well. It was October 2020. My aunt and I had a huge falling out, and we had been having issues for a while. At that moment, she would just sometimes be the type of person to yell at me for things that I didn't necessarily do. Just because she was upset about things my cousins would do, she wouldn't really take out her frustration or anger on him, but she thought that it was okay to do so to me, which did not fly at all. So I was out of the house and she decided to go through my room, which was honestly a common thing that she used to do. She decided to read my notebooks, and I journal, I still do to this day. I had journal some personal things that I was trying to let go and move on from, aka shadow work. So I was basically just venting and writing all of these notes and things that had happened to me by my cousins and my aunt and uncle. I was really just trying to, let it go. I know she had to dig through my things because of the way, one, I hid it, and two, the way I wrote it. I'm at a photo shoot at the time. She texted me and she says, take yourself off of the account and some other things, which was weird to me because I had not even asked for money or any type of financial support besides living in the house and eating food and stuff like that since April of that year. I didn't really understand what was happening. So I end the photo shoot, I get home, and she leaves me this letter. It's very dramatic. She wrote how she read my notebook, something inside of her was just telling her to do so. She wrote how I was ungrateful, which is something she always called me, trying to throw things in my face like how to pay for my education or different vacations that we used to go on. She wrote me notes saying that I was never gonna be as good as my cousins, I was never gonna amount to anything that they would do. And she was just attacking me very viciously in this letter. And I was more upset because it came out of nowhere, and also my privacy was invaded because obviously I didn't want anyone to read what I had written. That's why I wrote it in a journal instead of trying to talk to people about it. It was really frustrating for me. She decided that it was her right to have an opinion on things that happened to me. At that point, when I read all those things and she had done that, I figured that enough was enough. I was tired of putting up with things I felt like I didn't deserve. She expected me to apologize for the things that I had written. I texted her right after that and I said, don't ever speak to me again. I'm done with you. I'm done talking to you. That's it. And then I blocked her, and the rest was history. I haven't spoken to her since. So whenever I would see her, I would avoid her. Literally, if she was in the room, I would not go in that room. Doesn't matter where it was, because I didn't want to be around her energy. So it sounds really dramatic, but it was very important to me to just keep my sanity while I was there and trying to get my life together. After I had stopped speaking to her for a while, she would come bang on my door, yell at me through the door. I used to always lock my door because of certain things. Try to open it, try to tear it down, and she would say how I needed to apologize for the things that I wrote, which is fucking nonsense. And it was hard, honestly. I don't want to paint it like she's some mean, horrible person, because she did take care of me growing up, But at the same time, I think that no matter what people do for you, or no matter how much time or money they invest in you, there's still a level of respect that needs to be upheld, vice versa. It doesn't matter how old they are. And that's just something that I've always believed, and I don't feel like I ever gotten from her. Fast forward more than a year later, the house that we were living in at the time was rented. She leaves a note on my door saying that they are moving into a new house. She does not want me to come with them. She doesn't want me to live there. She was just telling me to figure it out. I'm really grateful for it. In that process, before that had even happened, I was trying to move out because I wanted to be on my own and I wanted to be free. If not for that, I probably would have stayed there for longer. I don't know why I stayed for so long. I think I was just comfortable. I think that I was just kind of scared of moving out on my own, but everything happens in divine timing. There's always a plan, and I'm really grateful that everything happened and is happening the way that it is. It was time for me to fly away, so I can grow as a person, explore and be myself. Living in that house, I felt a lot of anxiety all of the time. I was constantly feeling so much negativity and heaviness, not even because of that incident, but even before that. It was just not an environment that was conducive for me to not only grow, but to heal and to just be me. I never felt like I could be myself in that house. I am now independent living, which is exciting. I just want anyone to know that if you're watching this and maybe you're going through something similar, or maybe you're just getting evicted for whatever reason, that just have faith that everything is gonna work out, everything will be okay, everything will work itself out. I am super grateful for the opportunity to be independent and be on my own. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Janet. If you like this video, please leave a like and a comment. I have an EP that came out this month called Snowfall. You would love it. Subscribe for more content and bye. See you next week.